Today we find ourselves standing in front of a remarkable palace, hidden somewhere in the Italian countryside. Surrounded by vineyards and quiet rolling hills, the place immediately feels like it belongs to another time. But the real story only starts revealing itself once Luke and I began exploring the inside. Room after room, it's filled with photographs, documents, books and personal belongings. Almost as if the family simply walked away one day and never returned. The deeper we went into the house, the more pieces of the puzzle we started to find. After the exploration, we spent quite some time going through the documents we discovered here and doing extensive research on the people who once lived in this palace. And slowly, a fascinating story began to unfold. It turns out that the family that lived here dedicated a large part of their life to medicine and research. And while one man became widely known for his work, the deeper we looked into the history of this place, the more we realized that there was much more to the story than first appeared. We find ourselves today again in wonderful Italy. And yet again, we found a wonderful palace. Yeah, this is the barn. The palace is gonna come in a moment. But this place we used to belong to the Castellani family, if I'm saying that right?
I think so.
And they have lived here for generations. We're gonna take you inside of this place, and there's so many cool and interesting things that we have to show you in this place. Let's go in?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to take you all inside because the first thing that we're gonna show you is already something that literally awestruck us when we came to this place. Okay. So, the Castellani family was a very wealthy Italian family. And like most wealthy Italian families that have like palaces and everything, they also had a very large wine production going on. And we came down these stairs here, and we were looking at this barn over here, and there's literally like 20 of these massive wine barrels in here. They produced an enormous amount of wine back in the time. I think this one is labeled number 30, so yeah.
Yeah.
Does that have to say anything?
Probably just the number of barrels. Yeah, it must be. Over here there's 28, 27, so...
These are not by far the biggest ones we ever found, but definitely
big.
A lot of them, yeah, and very big. And even that tractor is still left here. David Brown. Oh, that's an old tractor.
For sure.
Jeez. Is that an American brand?
I think so. I mean, I've also never heard of it, but I think so.
Oh, I love this barrel. Have you seen it? It's like half the size.
And it's shaped weirdly.
Yeah, is it different at the front?
It's oval.
Oh, wow.
Wonder why.
And then they also had these sort of glass bottles left here that we see in southern countries a lot. Italy, Portugal, but also Spain.
The wine jugs.
Yeah. It's like, they also hold like 50 liters of wine, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how much, but yeah.
Here are the labels that used to go on the barrels and everything. Vino, and then it says 100 GR, which I don't know.
Grams, I guess.
Oh, grams?
And I'm pretty sure they would put the year after that.
Oh, yeah. And here we come into another section of the barn. And they have these sort of newer wine, how do you call this? Wine storage?
It's a storage as well. Yeah, I don't know.
These are made of cement.
But these are so different. Maybe these are not for wine, but maybe for olive oil or stuff like that. Yeah, but I'm also guessing. I have no idea.
Maybe you have an expert in the comment section. Let us know if these are for wine or for something else. It does not feel like wine to me though, yeah.
Yeah, that's the feeling I got. These are too big or something.
Exactly. Could close them up like that. Interesting. And even their car over here is left behind. What brand do we have on it?
Fiat. I just love it. The front side looks like a Dodge Challenger and it's just so beautiful. Amazing.
For me, what I like the most about it is definitely the color.
Yeah.
I think it has a very special color.
It is a really nice blue.
And even the engine, yep. You can literally look at everything in this place, in this car. Looks so simple, the engine, compared to what we have nowadays. And the interior still looks perfect. Wow. Look at that.
Wow, it actually is.
That's a beautiful
Perfect.
car with like leather interior and everything. That's something. But also the numbers continue here.
Huh.
7, 6, 5, until 1 at the end over there. So those were probably the 30 wine or whatever they put in their reservoirs of this place. And there's a couple more over to this side as well. But over here I was also very interested in this machine. I'm not sure what it would do. It's probably something to press grapes or, yeah.
I think you cover it with this.
Ah, okay, and then it's like to turn around the grapes?
Yeah, they tumbled it, like a washing machine.
Oh, a grape washing machine. Interesting. Okay. Let's go further throughout the barn. So we're not going to show you every single section of this barn, but as you can see, it's all used for the production of wine. There are even more smaller barrels and jugs over there. And everything here is literally dedicated to that business that they probably had over many, many generations. Even these scales, they're so cool. Yeah. They still function? Oh, looks like it. Let me show you what we're working with today. Look at that place. It's a massive palace. Wow, and to me it also feels like this place has been renovated many, many times.
Yeah, a lot of times probably. You'll see it on the inside.
Yeah. Even something is still hanging here on the drying rack.
What is it?
It feels like a blow-up flamingo or something.
Oh yeah, one of those inflatable ones for the pool.
Something from the grandchildren
Probably, yeah.
that used to come here. This place is beautiful.
Yeah, and the outside of this place is just so beautiful. I bet it's gonna look amazing on the drone shots.
I bet so too, yeah. They even have like a water reservoir. At first thought that it was a fountain, but this is not a fountain, right? There was also something here at the back of the garden that piqued my interest. So we have this wall over here, and in the middle there is a doorway. And I at first thought it was a sort of tunnel system going underneath here. But it probably also has to do something with, I don't know, it's not for the wine production.
What, this?
Yeah,
No.
this is just, if you look in there,
It's a cistern of some sorts.
yeah,
It's really cool.
the water reserves for the palace are in here.
Right now it's just very disgusting, but yeah, it looks very functional still.
Exactly, that's beautiful. Okay, let's take you guys inside. There's a very special part about this palace, and that's definitely the top part over there. Something that we're going to show at the end of the video, but I feel like it's something that has been added on later to this place.
I think adding on the roof later on is very difficult, so...
I don't know. What we will show you at the end of the video, we can even go inside of there and have like a nice overview of the place. But let me now take you inside of the palace. The person at the center of this story was Luciano, born in 1925. Over the years, he became a highly respected figure in the medical field, opening several pharmacies and dedicating much of his life to research. His work earned him multiple awards, and within his local community, his name became widely known and respected. But Luciano did not build his life alone. Together with his wife Emma, he raised a large family inside this palace, and she was also a key player in his research and work. Beyond medicine, the family also carried on another legacy. For centuries, their ancestors had been producing wine in this region, with the vineyards surrounding the palace forming an important part of the heritage. Luciano continued his work well into his old age, maintaining both his pharmacies and his research. But in 2015, he sadly passed away due to heart disease, leaving the palace and his long family history behind.
And this palace just has the door wide open.
Yeah, like everything is open and nobody really seems to care about it anymore.
No.
It's quite strange. Normally you cannot just walk into a place, you have to go in through the window or something like that, but here it's just like, welcome inside. So yeah, the first room is a bit overdrawn, as you can see. The room immediately right next to it is already a beautiful masterpiece. A sort of sitting, lounging room right next to the back door, with of course beautiful furniture and a chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Italian places always have chandeliers, and I find it so incredibly beautiful. This is definitely the country where we found most chandeliers, right?
Definitely, and especially these glass chandeliers.
Yeah, in France they're always a little bit different than these. Yeah,
Exactly.
these are truly Italian.
And I love the top piece. Like, it's supposed to be plasterwork, but over here it's painted, but it's just so beautiful.
In other countries it's always crown molding,
Yeah.
and here it's always paint. Even the paint has shadows.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it feels real. It's almost like the light's coming from that window over here.
Exactly, yeah. Let's start over here to this side. Have a small drawer / accountancy desk over here. But we already see a very interesting part about the history of this mansion, and that is from Luciano. He was the pharmacist, and this is probably one of his things that he used for making medicine, I think. And then we most likely have a picture of his wife together with one of the grandchildren left over there. Wow. Can I open this up?
Oh, it's broken.
Oh, it's completely broken. There's nothing in there. Whoa.
And right next to the photo, we have this small sitting area of just 2 sofas. Actually, I feel like this whole room is just a sitting area.
Ooh, this one broke.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is beautiful though.
Yeah, we love it. Love the design on it.
And the other one as well, I also really like.
These people, they just had so many rooms in their palace.
Yeah, and this, I'm gonna back up a bit. This just feels like a room to sit and nothing else. Also, the back door is right here, so it feels like a place to wait.
I mean, in the summer with the doors open, you could sit here, it would be so
Yeah,
great.
to get some shade or something.
And that's also beautiful. That's...
And again, not plaster work, but just this beautiful painting.
But it's so weird and interesting in Italy. Sometimes they're real, sometimes they're fake.
Yeah, it keeps you guessing.
It depends.
I guess it also depends on expenses, because plasterwork usually is more expensive and these paintings are a bit more okay. But these huge ceilings, these frescoes, those are really expensive, and especially to maintain or repair.
But I also think, like, if you have so much money for such a palace, then you also have money for a little bit of crown molding. So I think it's also a design choice, maybe.
Yeah, true. It's a matter of taste as well. I like the paintings more, actually. Empty. But yeah, you're probably gonna notice that in this palace, it's gonna feel bland, the walls.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that they painted over it, but we're gonna show you in some rooms.
Exactly. This is just a side room, storage area, nothing too interesting.
No.
But then we come into the kitchen of the palace, and actually really interesting kitchen. I mean, no,
Yeah, I mean,
It's okay.
It's okay. It's just a bit modern.
but I find it very Italian, I must say.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
And I find it lived in.
Yes, yeah.
It feels like it has been left behind in an instant right here. Like everything is still here, the food is still on the table, the cutlery is still there. Even over here, all the things are just literally left like that.
These random things, yeah.
A bottle of wine, I assume?
Wine? No, that's oil, right?
Olive oil.
Yeah, probably.
Whoa. Yeah, as you can see. That's why I said I feel that it's very lived in. Yeah. You see this enormous chimney over here?
Huge.
That reminds me of Portugal. Those cabinets over there, they feel very retro though, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tap on it a bit and then people will understand why we call it retro.
Yeah, they're made out of metal.
Yeah, it feels like the American cabinets even.
Yes, exactly. In some American houses you have these metal cabinets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that was the kitchen. Here we have another very beautiful room, I think. The entrance room or the dining space next to the kitchen, as you could call it. I love the centerpiece of this room. The beautiful iron chandelier.
It's really beautiful.
And see, this one has ground molding.
This one is real, yeah.
So I think it's just the choice that I made.
Yeah, it's weird.
What's interesting about it is above the door here,
It's also real.
you have also ground molding.
Very, very real and very detailed. And also the stenciling on here.
So in one room they decided to paint it, and in the other room they decided to do it real.
But we were talking about the chandelier, and one thing that I really like are these leaves on here. It just makes the bulbs look like fruits of some sort.
Disguise the electrical part of the light.
It's really cool and cute.
Some books on the table, some documents left behind. Even, yeah, from the last residents. Emma was the last resident in this place. And this is a very interesting document. And this is a ultrasound, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Of a baby. So it's from 1987. Grandchild.
Grandchild or the child.
Or the child, yeah.
If it's for her, 87, it's probably the child, right?
Yeah, probably the child. Wow. Yeah, we have kitchen appliances in the dining space.
Very strange.
Again, very weird.
But I think they were just moved here because right behind here there's a fireplace.
Yeah, fireplace stove or gas fireplace. And it has this very typical Italian exhauster.
That was not working probably because everything is black.
Some smoke escapes from it. Nothing.
Nothing interesting.
Just wanted to show this side as well. Here we have this very cool bench standing against the wall. That's most likely an antique one.
Yeah, and I really love it actually. Very Italian.
Love the carvings in the armrests.
Very clean.
Even has a compartment to store like jackets and blankets where now only trash is put in. But you also have this plaster medal here in the middle. And this could be Luciano, the pharmacist. Yeah. And then we have maybe Emma with the grandchild. And here's another woman. That could also be Emma. We're not sure about that.
Yeah, there's not a lot of documents in this place.
You're interested in this as well?
Yes, very.
Can we open this up even? It's like these hidden doorways. Oh, and then we have a small food pantry behind it. Look at that.
Oh, it's underneath the stairs.
Yeah.
Huh.
Some jars, even some jars of food in the corner there. Very nice.
No, not nice. It's very disgusting. It looks very bad.
You can say what you want, but if you have preserved food like that, it will stay good forever. And I will try one. Not today, but one day we will do it.
No, you're gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Please comment down there that we have to do it.
No, I don't want to die.
And then we have also a haltery over here when they came into the house. I feel like this is a piece that belongs together with the bench.
Yeah, it does. But it's also weird because right now we are in the dining room.
Yeah?
But that's the front door.
This is the front door, yeah. They didn't really have an entrance hall. Or the entrance hall is like here.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's not somewhere where you put like chairs and everything. Love these massive door locks. They're crazy. Wow. Okay. It's time. It's time to go upstairs into this beautiful hallway.
But before we go up the stairs, we have to show it properly. Because of all the stenciling and the ground molding, it's beautiful, and this one is real.
Yeah, I love this room. But you can also see that this part here has been renovated. They literally put this window in there and carved out.
Or maybe this window was here already and the door was down here. It could possibly also be. Just trying to piece it together.
Yeah, like we said on the outside, this place has been renovated numerous times. Hey, before we go upstairs, wanna check out the basement?
Yeah, there was not much, I believe, but yeah.
Look how this door opens. It's magnificent. It is literally a part of the wall.
A bit hidden, yeah.
Wow. Look at that. This basement has seen better days. It looks like there's a lot of smoke that went into this. Feels like we're entering into a dungeon.
Yeah, and it's cold.
Yeah. This is always the place where these families would store their foods and wines and everything that shouldn't spoil. It's like the arch style basement. I'm not entirely sure what year this palace is from, but it's definitely like 17th, 18th century. Looking at the construction of this basement. There's some sealed bottles of wine still left here. Those are definitely safe to drink.
Well, yeah, probably.
Okay. Before we go upstairs, this is a very Italian feature in the stairway. Instead of having like a hand railing, they had like this rope, and yeah, it just looks very royal to me. I really like how it looks.
Yeah, I love that very Italian feature.
And the stairway itself is also just beautifully designed.
It's amazing.
It's not painted,
No.
It's all stenciling and crown molding, and it's just a wonderful piece. I think there also used to be a carpet back in the time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's now gone.
It's the only thing missing for making the stairs monumental.
Like grand, and maybe some paintings on the wall.
Yeah.
I would like some nice paintings like here and here. Yeah. But anyway, but even without the paintings, this is a masterpiece of craftsmanship.
I really love it.
And then we come to the second floor of the household. Wow. Through the glass doors. Welcome inside. That's something else, right? There we are. You can unfortunately see that this place is already cracking up a little bit here. It has not been abandoned for very long.
Not really, no.
Right, now already it's falling apart. Okay, let's go into the first room of this upstairs here. And again, it's just a sitting area. It's just a relaxing place inside of the house.
Yeah, true. And the ceiling is a bit simple, but very elegant nonetheless.
Yeah.
This centerpiece you have, but then there's also this line. These square lines, thus breaking up the vaulted ceiling. It just really accentuates all the curves.
I can only imagine that this ceiling must have been very elaborate back in the time.
Yeah.
It must have been. Wow.
Yeah, it was probably full with paintings and light fixtures everywhere.
Yeah. We have a couple of seats and sofas here to the side. Some ladders.
Sorry, I was just gonna point out that I love these kind of benches, and this is already the second one in this house.
They're really beautiful. Also some ladders directed to the last owner of this place. And of course, what's a palace without a piano?
And this one still looks very good. Wait, it's from Rome? Rome or
I think
Firenze? It's Italian, I guess.
It also says Steinbach, and that's German.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's quite... so German, Rome, Florence, yeah, we're out of... Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. How do you call this instrument?
Tambourine?
Tambourine, yeah. I only know the word in Dutch, not in English.
Okay, but I'm really interested in this.
Oh, this looks really cool, yeah. What's that?
I have no idea what this box is.
Ooh, look at that. It's beautifully designed. I think maybe it's for like cutlery or something.
Maybe?
Yeah, for like forks and knives and spoons.
I've never seen something like this.
But maybe also
Maybe-
for the pharmacy.
Yeah, exactly. We're in a medic's house, so it probably is that.
Looks like it could also be something medical, yeah. Because back in the time they made everything beautiful. Some chairs standing here, very elegant chairs. And then over here we have a wonderful cabinet as well. Wow, has seen better days, but
It's a bit rough.
I think it's also an accountancy cabinet that folds out like that. Yeah. Okay. Let us take you into this room of the place.
And this is one of the most beautiful bedrooms in the house,
Yeah.
for sure.
This is by far the master bedroom of the place. But I love this bedroom, and especially the bed that we have right here in front of us.
It's really beautiful.
This is something else, like with the carvings and everything on there. This just...
And I love these small carvings on the bed. They're really beautiful detail to the bed.
Back in the time, they didn't went to IKEA to buy a bed. They literally
No.
made something to order like this. They probably could choose like different styles and stuff, but yeah. Even has a face carved in the middle here.
That's Maria.
Yeah. The detail on it is just immaculate.
And it is like a bulky bed. It's not some small bed.
No,
It's massive.
very heavy, big bed, yeah. I also want to show you here on this side. So Luciano, his wife, was the last one living in this place, and it seems like she already needed a lot of medication back in the time. Wow. That's crazy. Even the nightstand is like beautiful.
Oh, true.
And then we have this wonderful chair. Even has like this cushion and everything
Oh,
underneath
wow,
here.
that's way more beautiful.
Yeah, so it's like covered. Inside is way more beautiful.
Yeah, they covered it to not damage it.
That's the original style of the chair.
So nice. That's very smart.
Yeah, these covers, they put it on just to protect everything.
Yeah, yeah. Smart people.
And every single piece of furniture inside this room complements each other. For example, this mirror that we have over here, I truly adore it. And it's something that I've never seen before.
I have never seen one of these abandoned. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I wanted to say abandoned as well. It like tilts, as you see.
It goes 360, but be careful, it might break.
It's a bit fragile.
And I just love the piece from where the mirror sits.
It seems like there's also a photo album lying here. Look at that. It's Notre Dame
Oh yeah.
before it burned down.
Sad.
It's very sad. Oh, this is all Paris, I think. Wow. It's from one of their vacations. Yeah, of course, these were people of money that probably traveled a lot. It's Mont Saint-Michel. I think. Oh, here they are. Look at that. Is that Luciano? That looks like a doctor.
Yeah, could be.
That's definitely this woman. Or the daughter. Yeah. Interesting. But that wardrobe, we haven't looked at the wardrobe yet. That's also wonderful. Big, bulky wardrobe, beautifully carved again, and in exactly the same style. Wow. Oh, there's no clothes in here anymore, unfortunately. Wow, what a piece. And even the purse, the lady is still hanging in here. Then the chair that's again covered with one of those cloths, as you can see. They tried to cover up the furniture. But I was interested in this little box here. Oh, look at that. It's a complete grooming set with combs, and even the perfumes used to be in here and everything. Concluded with a small mirror. Wow. That's so lovely. This was really cool room. Oh, maybe one piece we haven't shown yet. The chandelier. A golden chandelier hanging here in the middle. But all the rooms of this place, like in usual fashion, are interconnected to each other, so we can just walk from here to the next room. Look at that. There we are, in the next bedroom. And this does look like a children's bedroom, right?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah. But maybe for the grandchildren that used to come here. Wow. Look at that. The bed still made. Even some shoes still in front of the bed. Ooh, these don't look from a child.
No, not really, no.
Hundreds of books left behind. All nicely stacked there.
Nicely?
That's an overstatement. Yeah. The furniture in this room feels out of place. So you have the beds.
Yeah, it feels like, well, no, I think the beds are the only thing out of place over here. Because the furniture is matching, as you can see.
That's true.
Just most of the furniture in this house just matches.
Yeah, that's true. Because maybe there was another bed in here back in time.
Pretty cool drawing of a baby.
That baby photo is from 1910.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then again, if you look to this side, it matches.
Yeah, that drawer matches, vanity slash drawer matches the bed, or matches the nightstand. Yeah, this was normally next to that bed over there, yeah. So they moved this one in here.
You put the
Television on
TV,
top.
yeah.
Small chandelier up there, like usual fashion. Nice. The room next to here is really special. I think this is the most beautiful painted room in the house.
And it's because of this room that I believe that the entire house was just painted.
Yeah.
That all the rooms were like this and not as bland as they are now.
I think this is the only room they left like this.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. The stenciling or the paintings above there are just immaculate. All depicting like instruments and flutes and trumpets.
It's so cool. This was probably the music room, so it would make sense. And every corner just has something, like an harp over there.
Like you said, this is most definitely the music room.
Yeah.
Because there's also a piano in this room.
2 pianos, why not?
Ziegler à Paris. This is a German word, and then from Paris, it says over there again. Like, I don't know.
Ziegler?
Ziegler, yeah.
That's a German word?
It's a German word, yeah.
Oh, I don't know the word.
German.
Oof.
No.
That's bad.
It's out of tune. Very out of tune. Wow. Lovely piano. And also some sofas in this room. Love that sofa.
And I love this. I mean, the sofa's also really nice, but I love this deep red and this floral pattern.
I like this one more because it's gold.
Yeah, it's also really nice.
What was in here? Oh, that's like blankets and stuff like that. The usual things. And the fireplace in this room as well, with that typical style of chimney above it. We see a lot. And this is the original fireplace.
And that's a beautiful cover for the fireplace, I must say. That landscape is just something else.
It's amazing. Yeah, the fireplace is right behind there. Hasn't been used in forever. Wow. And then this chair over here. Wow. The upholstery on this chair is quite nice.
I really love the embroidery. It's done really well.
Yeah.
And the Rotanesque back piece is also really cool. And yeah, just the colors, the cushion looks so comfy.
This is a very nice room.
And of course, these walls, I just love how these are painted. Like even these little details, they're just done so beautifully.
You might have already seen it. There's a hidden door here that's going to lead us further. Look at that. Opens up. I love these hidden doors in these abandoned places. Especially these palaces, they always have them.
There's the toilet.
Yeah, it's like a bathroom that we're going through. Everything is still here as well. Even their towel still lying on top of there. Wow, we have another room here?
Yeah, but it looks very messy.
Oh my gosh, look at that. There's literally thousands and thousands of books in this room.
Oh, there's a bed here.
Yeah. Whoa.
Surgical practices.
Surgical practice, oh, okay. It's all medical. Oh, this is definitely the room from the pharmacist then.
While exploring the palace, one name kept appearing again and again throughout the documents we found inside the house. Emma. At first it seemed like a simple mention beside her husband's work, but the more we looked through the papers, the more interesting it became. After leaving the palace, Luke and I decided to delve deeper into the research connected to this place. And what we discovered was quite surprising. Emma appears in notes, drafts and correspondences connected to many of the medical studies carried out here. The documents show that she contributed significantly to the research taking place in this palace, often working closely alongside her husband. Yet during that time, many women working in scientific fields were rarely given the same recognition as their male counterparts. In the mid-20th century in Italy, it was common for their contributions to remain largely invisible. So while the awards and official recognition mostly carried Luciano's name, the work itself tells a full story. One that shows this legacy was built by two people working side by side.
I don't know how this person slept in this room, but I hope the bed was clear when they still slept in it.
Yeah. And here, right above you, you can see that this ceiling was painted. But yeah, you can barely see it anymore. They just painted over it.
The whole house was painted back in the time.
Most likely. If this room was painted, then yeah.
There's like this vanity over here with hundreds of bottles of different materials. Huh. There's all these old pharmaceutical bottles with like, yeah, I don't know, it's all in Italian, I cannot read it, but it's everything they use to make medicine. Hydroxylammonium chloride. Whoa. Okay, this is definitely things that we should know.
Yeah, because it has the dangerous sign on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The skull even.
This is acid.
Phenol? Well, analytical grade.
Zuur?
No idea.
Oh, there's even some pictures left in this room. This might be even the man. Look at that. Also have a look at this one over here. Look at that. He's even holding his grandchild, or his child, I think. Yeah, it looks a little bit older in this picture.
Probably.
Grandchild. That's most definitely Luciano. Oh, this picture is from 34. Wow. That's really old. Look at that. The lab coats.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, so cool. And there's another one over here.
Clean one hanging here. Nicely, freshly washed one hanging here. Wow. I've never seen something like this before.
There's just so many bottles. I've never seen it, and I will probably never see it again.
There's even more in there.
This is not a wardrobe anymore. This
Yeah.
is a drug cabinet.
Look at that. Oh, that's a very low.
Yeah, very small.
Maybe I'm too big for this game. Oh my God. These are as old as time. Look at that.
Whoa.
They even have this like...
Oh, be careful, it's spilling liquid.
Oh, it's spilling liquid?
Yes.
There's probably something toxic in there. Okay.
This stuff looks so old.
And here we have another room that was most likely a bedroom as well. Yeah.
Where's the bed?
There's a bed in the corner there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a very small bed.
Very small. But this room is just completely overthrown.
These people had so many rooms, they used it for everything. Yeah. Even the whole hallway is literally filled with like books and magazines and everything.
Just magazines about everything.
There's another doorway here. Oh.
Whoa. Oh, what? So many newspapers.
Hundreds and hundreds of newspapers stacked here. Look at that. Let's check out one. This one is from 1996. It's The World, it says. It's in French. These are all French. English ones we have over here. Most are French. Okay, here we come into a whole different section of the place.
Yeah.
Looks like a newer section as well.
True. And the bedroom looks very new.
Look at that. The bathroom, even the bathroom and everything. Oh.
Oh, look at the color.
This still works. I saw you just testing the other one, so why is it so
Maybe because of the pipes that they're just rusted?
disgusting? The water still runs in this place. Can you imagine? This is another bedroom. Oh, this looks like one of the last bedrooms that has been lived in.
Definitely.
Very new. Accountancy desk over here, a very new one. Yeah.
And this chair is cool though.
Oh yeah. That one's beautiful.
But the rest is just like, yeah.
A leather chair standing there in the corner.
And this chair looks very, very used.
Yeah. So they probably renovated this part at some point to live in. And here, yeah, we have another bedroom over here. Also looks like it's one of the last ones that has been used. There's even like a bunch of money still lying on the bed.
1 and 2 cents.
Yeah, nothing weird.
Coins we don't use often. Why is this lampshade here?
Yeah, it's probably fell down from here.
Oh, of course.
It's funny how it fell down and then lay on the bed. Still made bed. Very simple.
Very simple.
Look at that.
Oh, a Toshiba.
Even their computer is still here.
Nah.
No, it doesn't turn on anymore. That's a very old piece. Surprises in this place. Yeah, a lot of surprises. Okay, off to the next floor of this place. Again, the hallway stays similar, but it's a little bit lower right now.
Yeah, the stairs are becoming lower for some reason.
The crown molding stops suddenly, and then we know that we are in the attic. This is the attic of the place. Cabinets where they would store all the bed linen.
Yeah.
Everything would be stored up here. Let's just take a walk through the attic.
I don't think this room is... No.
Nah.
It's not much.
Here I also want to go over the walkway because I feel like we can also go to the other side over here. Is there anything in here? No.
You
Smell it as well?
Yeah, I smell it too.
Hundreds of more books over here.
Yeah, I smell it again.
It must be coming from the attic here. Whoa. Bro, you're not gonna believe this room. Oh.
This room is crazy.
My God. Have a look at that. We thought we saw bottles downstairs, but this is something else. This is probably the room where he did all his
Yeah, his
chemistry in and made... Oh yeah, this is a device to make pill bottles. You load it up with capsules and then you put things over here and then you can make like pill bottles. I've seen this in like a documentary before. These are big bottles. Look at that. Oh, this is Germany, even written in German. Oh, it's written in multiple languages. Formaldehyde.
Oh, what? Methanol? That's some scary stuff.
Alcohol, pure alcohol.
So many bottles.
Probably even chemicals that shouldn't be in here, like left behind. On this side, there's like these big white things that filled up. Acid, I see a lot of acids, carbonate,
Calcium.
lactose, all things to make medicine with. Oh, labels from a pharmacy. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna show that because it has the name of the pharmacy on it, but those are the labels for the medicine they made.
Exactly, they put it on the boxes and they shipped it to pharmacies. Wow. So these people actually or had a pharmacy or made medicine for pharmacies. Wow. And now I want to figure out where that wine smell comes from. There's even more here in the cabinet.
Of course.
Literally a couple hundred more bottles left here. It says stethoscope even still hanging here. And I really love these old style bottles. They're so cool. More books over there. It looks like the desk area.
Oh, even computers over here.
Oh, is that computers? Oh, wow. So I really think that I used this whole upstairs here for that business.
Yeah, most likely. The smell's getting stronger.
It's here. Whoa. They had a wine cellar on the attic of this place. And they're not even that old.
2010, 2009. Oh, and 2011.
They're probably still completely filled with wine.
Yeah, well, check it out.
yeah. There's one more place that we gotta take you in this palace, and that is that massive tower that we saw in the beginning on top of here. And if I'm not mistaken, it must be through here. Oh wow, you're gonna love this. You are gonna love this. Look at that. The tower on top of the palace. That literally overlooks everything around here. This is such a cool addition to this house.
Yeah, I love this.
I just imagine why they did it, probably just for aesthetics, but
Probably, but I
Yeah.
can have my morning coffee here.
with this amazing view, we're gonna thank you all for watching this week's video. It was an incredible exploration about a pharmacist, a medic, and all the history surrounding it. I truly loved. Italy has been treating us really, really good so far, and I'm really loving exploring in this country. We'll definitely be back. Thank you all for watching this week's video. If you liked, please like the video, subscribe down there, and write a nice comment in the comment section. Also check out the link how you can support the channel and help us go around the world. And with that all said, I love you all so much, and see you next week in another crazy episode.